The now 4 indictments, 91 counts facing defendant Donald Trump and his historic mugshot continue to echo around the world, drawing reactions ranging from appreciation the justice system does apply to everyone to the jokes and memes and merchandise and spectacle of it all. There is also wider scrutiny on important issues that actually go beyond Trump or any politician. Take the new scrutiny on the discrimination that we've reported on here on this program before. Bail discrimination against poor and minority defendants in our justice system. Trump's booking process in Georgia on these serious RICO charges actually highlights this wider issue because this defendant, Donald Trump, was in and out in minutes, while his former lawyer, Michael Cohen, who did time for actions involving Trump, a fate other Trump lawyers are now considering, well, Mr. Cohen made the point criticizing how this process played out.
For this man to roll up like he's, Caesar coming through the gates of Rome after victory, he is an indicted defendant on 91 counts. He should not be given this sort of royal treatment.
That is how Cohen, the lawyer and convict, felt. Or take a pioneer in this whole field, civil rights attorney Brian Stevenson, discussing cash bail, its wider implications, and how this fits into America's disparities.
We're still living at a time where there is this presumption of dangerousness that gets assigned to Black and brown people. I don't think we're really free in America. I think we are still burdened by our history of racial injustice. If you live in this country, you live in a space where the legacy and the history of racial inequality has created a kind of smog. And we breathe that smog in, and it corrupts our ability to sometimes be fair and just with one another.
Racism, racial injustice, its history, and its pervasive, enduring qualities as a kind of smog. This matters because this kind of structural racism and blatant capitalist or cash discrimination functions even in places that may have diverse leadership or may have made strides. And that brings us to a comparison here. Look at the exact same type of RICO cases brought in the same place by the same DA. Compare the Trump cases with many co-defendants, some of whom are relatively unknown, and defendant Jeffrey Williams, shown here. He performs as Young Thug. He's an Atlanta artist that we've mentioned before. He is presumed innocent like any other RICO defendant. We've shown you booking shots in this district from the others. Here's his. And yet, unlike the others, unlike the vast majority of all the Trump co-defendants, he has been stuck in jail since May 2022, including tonight. His motions for any type of bond have been denied, not once, twice, or 3 times, but 4 separate times. That is significant because the system is denying him bail even after there were very severe preconditions offered, including being in a house without any internet service, any electronic media, access denied for him to talk to anyone other than his lawyers. There was even a proposal that he could be in a secret location, but at least prepare for his trial that way. Those things were rejected, including monitoring. And the cash bail system reinforces this for others. Some people don't even get to make those appeals because they don't have the money to get to cash bail or to put down for a bail bondsman. So I want to share with you what Mr. Williams' father is posting this week. This message about how Trump and his crew got a bond, Young Thug, his son there, and YSL, those are people in that group, Free YSL, they, as you see on the T-shirt, face the same charges but no bond, make justice fair. This is the American split screen. These are the same charges. And if we take this seriously, they're both supposed to be presumed innocent. Even in the rare case where someone like Mr. Trump is charged, he roams free, the others do not. We actually discussed this with Kevin Liles. He testified in some of those pretrial hearings. He works with Young Thug and other artists, and here's part of what he said.
YSL is not a game. Why is music on trial? Why is lyrics on trial? Why is why are we not protecting Black art? Why is there any other art form? You can make movies, you can do anything else, but when it comes to us with lyrics and you want to put us on trial. I think it's unfair.
These are big questions. We will keep reporting on the facts and pursuing them.